Din Djarin and Grogu drift through the Outer Rim aboard the N-1 starfighter. They take small bounty jobs, avoiding Imperial remnants and New Republic attention. Grogu trains daily, practicing balance, focus, and small force tricks. Din tries to teach Grogu the ways of Mandalorian honor without a full creed. The galaxy seems calm, but rumors of a hidden warlord spread. Din wonders if true peace is even possible for them. Greef Karga summons Din back to Navarro for urgent news. Pirate raids have grown bolder, threatening trade lanes. A mysterious shipment of Beskar has been stolen. Greef believes Imperial remnants are behind the theft. Grogu senses something cold in the force tied to the events. Din reluctantly agrees to investigate. Though Moff Gideon is presumed dead, whispers suggest otherwise. An encrypted signal hints at Gideon loyalists regrouping in the unknown regions. Din finds signs of organized recruitment among pirates and mercenaries. Old stormtrooper helmets mark their trail like a warning. Grogu feels unease, visions of metal corridors, and screaming echo in his sleep. The hunt begins anew. Din returns to the covert to seek the armorer's guidance. She senses turmoil ahead, a storm that binds Mandalorian steel to Jedi light. The armorer gifts Grogu a small wrist guard, engraved with the Mudhorn sigil. She warns Din that Mandalorians must stand united or risk extinction. Din pledges to uphold the creed while protecting the child. The covert prepares for war silently. Din tracks the Beskar thieves to an abandoned starship graveyard. There, a hidden Imperial light cruiser powers up and escapes. He salvages an encrypted datapad revealing Project Resurrection. Grogu levitates a scrap of armor, sensing sorrow and rage in it. Din realizes this isn't just smuggling. It's preparation for something greater. Their pursuit must be relentless. Din crosses paths with Bo-Katan, cries once again. She seeks to rebuild Mandalore's strength after retaking the Darksaber. Bo-Katan warns of warlords gathering under Gideon's banner. She agrees to aid Din in tracing the stolen Beskar if he supports Mandalorian unity. Grogu bonds with Bo-Katan, sensing her inner conflict and drive. The three set a course toward the unknown regions. A raid on an Imperial depot reveals dark experiments continuing. Cloning cylinders and child-sized armor hint at grotesque plans. Din destroys the lab, but not before seeing Grogu's genetic profile on their screens. Bo-Katan vows to end these atrocities. Grogu clutches Din's glove, silently terrified. The Empire's shadow grows long once again. Din brings Grogu to the rebuilt surface of Mandalore. Bo-Katan introduces Grogu to other clans, curious about the foundling Jedi. Grogu senses echoes of the Purge and mourns the planet's wounds. Din feels pride showing his son their ancestral home. The clans debate intervention versus isolation. Din argues they cannot ignore the rise of Imperial warlords. Grogu's dreams intensify. He sees a figure in black armor wielding crimson light. Luke Skywalker contacts Din via holocom, sensing the disturbance. Luke warns that remnants of Palpatine's contingency may be awakening. Grogu hesitates. Part of him misses the training temple. Din reassures Grogu, "Wherever you go, I go." The bond between father and son deepens. Imperial raiders strike Navarro with precision attacks. Greef Karga rallies defenses but suffers heavy losses. Din and Bo-Katan arrive mid-battle, turning the tide. Grogu shields civilians with the Force, exhausting himself. The Imperials retreat, leaving behind coded orders marked Exarch. The war is no longer in the shadows. Din deciphers the stolen Imperial code. Project Resurrection aims to resurrect Gideon's command under a secret leader. Rumors speak of hidden cloning vats, Beskar-forged troopers, and Force-sensitive experiments. The New Republic dismisses the threat as isolated. Din knows better. This is the seed of another galactic war. Bo-Katan calls for a Mandalorian strike force. Din and Bo-Katan travel from covert to covert, uniting disparate Mandalorian groups. The Darksaber becomes a symbol, rallying warriors under one banner. Some resist, wary of following an adopted father of a Jedi foundling. Grogu surprises them by taming a feisty Shriek-Hawk with the Force. Respect grows for Din's leadership and Grogu's unique role. A Mandalorian host forms at last. Din leads a task force deep beyond charted space. Imperial way stations litter asteroid belts like ghosts of the war. A mysterious warlord named Exarch Vol emerges, claiming Gideon's mantle. Vol commands an army of cybernetically enhanced troopers clad in dark Beskar. Grogu senses the Force swirling darkly around Vol's flagship. Din prepares for a decisive confrontation. The Mandalorians launch a daring boarding action. Beskar against Beskar as cyber troopers clash with clan warriors. Din and Bo-Katan fight side by side, clearing deck after deck. Grogu levitates fallen crates, shielding fighters from blaster fire. Vol taunts them over comms, promising Mandalore's ruin. The final duel looms. Din faces Exarch Vol in the command chamber. Vol wields a Beskar-forged vibroblade and a stolen Jedi holocron. The fight is brutal, steel ringing on steel as sparks fly. Grogu channels the Force, tipping the balance in Din's favor. Din shatters Vol's blade and offers him surrender. Vol chooses self-destruction, triggering the ship's reactor. The Mandalorians rush to evacuate the collapsing flagship. Bo-Katan pilots an escape craft through burning wreckage. Grogu faints after overextending his powers. Din barely clears the blast radius as the flagship erupts in a fireball. Vol's forces scatter into the void, leaderless. Mandalorians mourn their fallen, but victory is theirs. The destruction of Vol's fleet sparks rumors across the Outer Rim. New Republic envoys finally take notice of the Mandalorian resurgence. Luke Skywalker reaches out, offering guidance for Grogu's growing power. Din thanks Luke, but chooses to keep Grogu by his side for now. Pirate guilds reconsider testing Navarro or Mandalore. A fragile peace settles briefly. Back on Mandalore, Din and Grogu are honored before the clans. The Mudhorn sigil becomes a unifying emblem of resilience. Bo-Katan admits Din has earned his place as a leader. Grogu receives quiet respect as the child of two worlds. Din reflects on how far they've come, from loners to protectors. The next generation of Mandalorians begins training. Grogu senses Luke again in meditation, torn between paths. Din assures him, "Whatever you choose, you're my son." Grogu smiles, opting to stay, for now, among the Mandalorians. He lifts a pebble, shaping it into the mud horn symbol with the Force. The clans cheer as a new dawn rises over Mandalore. Father and son embrace destiny together. Din and Grogu board the inn, one, stars glittering ahead. Bo-Katan promises to hold Mandalore strong while Din patrols the Outer Rim. Grogu babbles excitedly, pointing at distant constellations. Din mutters, "There's always another fight, kid." The ship streaks into hyperspace, leaving a silver trail of hope. The legend of the Mandalorian and the child grows ever larger.